How does duty of care impact cyber attack litigation? Imagine your business is like a fortress, and your data is the treasure inside. Now, what if someone breaches your defenses? How do courts decide if you were responsible? That's where duty of care comes into play. Duty of care is a legal obligation that organizations have to protect sensitive data and systems from cyber threats. It means they must take reasonable steps to prevent cyber attacks, just like a prudent person would. If a breach happens and harm results, courts look at whether the organization met this duty. To determine if they did, courts examine if the organization used proper security measures. This includes regular risk assessments, encryption of data, controlling who can access information, and fixing vulnerabilities quickly. The standard for what's considered reasonable depends on the type of data, how big the organization is, industry norms, and known cyber threats at that time. If a company fails to follow recognized cybersecurity practices, it can be seen as breaching its duty of care. For example, ignoring security updates or neglecting to perform regular security checks can be evidence of negligence. On the other hand, if a company follows best practices and still gets attacked, courts might see that as an unavoidable risk. Proving negligence involves showing for things, first, that there was a duty of care; second, that the organization breached this duty; third, that the breach caused the harm; and fourth, that actual damages occurred, like financial loss or damage to reputation. This makes the duty of care the starting point in most cybersecurity negligence cases. Organizations that follow industry standards and cybersecurity frameworks strengthen their defense. They can show they took reasonable steps to protect data. Conversely, ignoring these standards can be used against them in court. Laws and regulations also emphasize this duty. Many laws requiring data controllers and service providers to secure personal data and notify individuals quickly if a breach occurs. These legal rules set clear expectations for cybersecurity practices. In the world of artificial intelligence and technology, law duty of care extends to managing AI systems securely. If vulnerabilities in AI lead to data leaks or cyber harms, organizations must include cybersecurity in their design and operations. As cyber threats become more sophisticated, courts recognize that not every breach is a sign of negligence. If an organization took all reasonable precautions based on current technology and knowledge, they might not be held liable. Ultimately, whether a company is found negligent depends on whether their cybersecurity measures were enough given the circumstances. Expert opinions and detailed reviews of security policies play a big role in these cases. So, duty of care shapes how courts evaluate cyber attack lawsuits. It sets the standard for what organizations must do to protect data. Following this duty helps reduce legal risks and builds trust in digital systems. It's about doing what's reasonable to keep everyone safe in an increasingly connected world.